in the expected cash flows. So the standard deviations will help the financial managers or the investors to make the decision. Sigma x is 75, your n it is 5. So that will apply here. So the x bar here that we are getting it is 15. That is your probability is given. Simple, your standard deviation is equal to sigma p into x minus x bar whole square. Hello my dear students, welcome to the session. My name is Kripamdi, faculty in the Department of Commerce, Vidyashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence, Mysore. So we are discussing advanced corporate finance on the first unit, risk analysis and capital budgeting, session 5. So in the previous sessions, we have seen the probability approach, how to calculate the expected return on any projects or any investment. So here in this session, we are going to discuss about the calculation of the standard deviation and the coefficient of variation. So from the exam point of view, these two are very important concept, that is SD calculations and CV calculation, that is standard deviation and the calculation of coefficient of variation. So under this approach, the main thing it is, given with the two projects, we are going to calculate what is the risk factors. So always your standard deviation, it is used to find out what is the risk factor that is involved in any project. So by calculating the standard deviation and coefficient of variations, we'll find out what is the risk involved, the rate of risk involved in any given investment project or in any capital budgeting decision. So here we'll see the standard deviation approach. So the standard deviation approach is an absolute measure of risk. So mainly the standard deviation, it is used to find out or to measure the risk involved in any project or in any investment decision. In capital budgeting, this measure is used to compare the variability of possible cash flows of different projects from their respective mean. So that means under the capital budgeting, your standard deviations, it is mainly used to find out the variability between the cash flows. So for example, the 1, 2, 3 years cash flows of any project is given. For example, 10,000, then 15,000, then 20,000. So these are the expected cash flows over the 3 years. So by finding out the mean, that is arithmetic mean of these cash flows, what is the risk or what is the degree of variability in the expected cash flows? So the standard deviations will help the financial managers or the investors to make the decision. So this is the measure that is used to compare the variability or the variations in the cash flows of different projects from their respective mean. So the standard deviation is obtained by the following formulas. So important here, we have the standard deviation formula, root of sigma x minus x bar square divided by n. So this is the important formula that is used to find out the standard deviation. So here standard deviation is equal to sigma into x minus x bar square divided by n. So here how do we find out the x bar? It is sigma x divided by n. So we will get the x bar, that is your arithmetic mean. So here x means what? It is the given data. X means maybe the ROI, that is return on investment, or sometimes maybe the cash flows. So they might give the cash flow, so that will be considered as x. Then we'll find out the x bar. So that is sigma x divided by n. So n means it is the number of items or the number of years. So then sigma x minus x bar whole square divided n, then we will take off the root, so we will get the standard deviation. So this is the first calculation of standard deviation. So second situations where we'll calculate the standard deviation when the probability is given in your question. So here what happens in your questions, one thing it is you will have x. So that x may be the ROI or any expected cash flows or anything. So that will be considered as x. So along with this, you will also have the probabilities. So if in the question, along with this data, probability is given, then the standard deviations formula, we have to use this formula. That is, if the probability is given along with the return on investment or any cash flows, then the following formula should be used. So your formula, it is standard deviation is equal to same formula, root of sigma p, that is probability, into x minus x bar whole square. So this is the formula that we'll use when the probability is given in the question. So only thing it is, instead of n, that is number of years, we will take the probability. So when the probability is given, we will not consider any n factors, that is number of years or the number of items, that will not be considered. So this is the formula that we will use. So now here, we need what is x bar. So how do we find out the x bar, that is arithmetic mean? So your x bar is equal to sigma px, that is probability into your ROI or the expected cash flows. So this is the formula that we'll use to find out the arithmetic mean. So here your standard deviation, simple, when you have the probability, so standard deviations without probability, so your standard deviation is equal to root of sigma into x minus x bar whole square divided by n. So here your x bar will be sigma x divided by n. So this is when in your question there is no probabilities given. So now second situation is standard deviations when p is given. That is your probability is given. Simple, your standard deviation is equal to sigma p into x minus x bar whole square. So here your x bar, it means it is sigma p x. So here when the probability is given, we'll exclude the n. So your formula will be the standard deviation is equal to root of sigma p into x minus x bar whole square. So that is the formula that you will use when the probability is given. So then after your standard deviations, we'll find out what is coefficient of variation. So that is your coefficient of variation, that is CV is equal to your formula standard deviation divided by arithmetic mean into 100. So your CV formula, it is whatever the standard deviations you have calculated, that standard deviation divided by your arithmetic mean, that is x bar into 100. So we will get the coefficient of variation. So especially in a capital budgeting, the standard deviations and the coefficient of variation, it is mainly used to calculate the risk involved in the project. So now we'll see the question. So today in this sessions, I'm going to solve the problem regarding the standard deviations where only the x is given. That is the standard deviations when we don't have the probability. So see the question. The return on investment of two companies are given below. Using the coefficient of variation, determine which company has the higher risk profile. So here in this question, we have company A and then company B, and we have the ROI, that is return on investment. So by calculating your CV, that is coefficient of variations, we need to decide which project or which company has the highest risk profile. So that means in order to calculate your CV, so that is your formula standard deviation divided by x bar into 100. So this is the formula that we use to calculate the coefficient of variation. Now, so we need to know what is standard deviation. So here standard deviation formula, which formula will apply here? So here in these questions, we don't have the probability. So the p factor or the p value, it is not there. So your standard deviation formula, it is sigma into x minus x bar whole square divided by n. So this is the formula we'll use to calculate the standard deviation. Now what is x bar? So x bar, it is sigma x divided by n. So these are the formula that we need to know to solve this problem. So this is the question. We have year 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19. 5 years details we have. The company A is ROI, it is 13, 16, 14, 15 and 12. Company B ROI, it is 16, 12, 18, 14 and 15. So we have the two companies ROI. So first we'll go for the solution. So the computation of standard deviation. So first we'll calculate for company A and then we'll go for company B. So first column, it is for the year 2015, 16, 17, 18 and 19. Then we'll take the ROI. So this ROI of A, so that will be considered as X. So the ROI of A, it will be considered as X. So 13, 16, 14, 15 and 12. So this factor will take here 13, 16, 14, 15 and 12. So we'll take the X first. So we will do the total of X. So that is sigma X. So that means 13 plus 16 plus 14 plus 15 plus 12 will get 70. So this is sigma X. So first step it is, we'll calculate what is X bar. So that means in order to calculate your standard deviation, first we need to know what is X bar. So your X bar formula, it is sigma X divided by N. So here we'll go for the company A, standard deviation. This is the formula, sigma X minus X bar square divided by N. So now we'll calculate what is X bar first. So sigma X divided by N. So here we have got sigma X, that is 70. So the 70 divided by N. N means it is a number of years. So here we have 5 years. So X bar is equal to 70 divided by 5. So your arithmetic mean, it is 14. So this is the first step, calculation of arithmetic mean or the X bar. Simply your total sigma X divided by N, you have got the X bar. So now we'll go for this table. Third column, we need to do what is X minus X bar. So X we have here. So the X bar means it is 14. So we have got X bar, that is 14. So we need to do what is X minus X bar. So your X bar, it is 14. So 13 minus 14, it is minus 1. Then 16 minus 14, it is 2. Then 14 minus 14, 0. 15 minus 14, 1. Then 12 minus 14, it is minus 2. So we have done what is X minus X bar. So this X minus X bar, that is 14. So we have got. Then we'll do what is X minus X bar square. So that is what we need it in the formula. That is X minus X bar square. So that's why here X minus X bar square, 1 into 1, it is minus 1 into minus 1, it is 1. 2 into 2, 4, it is 0 only. 1 into 1, it is 1. 2 into 2, it is 4. So we have done the square of this X minus X bar. So now we'll find out the sigma, that is total of X minus X bar square. So we'll do the total of this. 4 plus 4, 8, 10. So this is the sigma X minus X bar square total. So now we have got the value which is needed to apply in the standard deviation formula. So now we'll go for the standard deviation calculation. That is, standard deviation is equal to sigma X minus X bar square, which is 10. So 10 divided by N. So here we have sigma X minus X bar square, we have got it is 10, the total here 10, then we need N, number of years, it is 5. So 10 divided by 5, so the value root of 2, then we'll take off this root, so the standard deviation, it is 1.41. So if you take off the root value of 2, so the standard deviation we'll get, it is 1.41. So now we got the standard deviation. Next step it is, easily we can find out what is coefficient of variation. So coefficient of variation, your formula, standard deviation divided by X bar into 100. So the coefficient of variation, your standard deviation that we have calculated here, 1.41 divided by x bar. So x bar here that we have it is 14 into 100, the coefficient of variation of company A, it is 10.07%. So your CV, we are multiplying with 100 means it is represented in a percentage. So your coefficient of variation, it is 10.07%. So this is the calculations we have done for the company A. In the same way, we will do it for the company B. So we'll come back to the table. So this is the company B. We will take the ROI, that is return on investment of company B. See your question, we have ROI 16, 12, 18, 14 and 15. So this is the X value. So your 16, 12, 18, 14, 15 is the X. So after that, we will do the total of X, that is sigma X. 16 plus 12 plus 18 plus 14 plus 15, it is 75. So then we need to find out what is X bar. So for the company B, your standard deviation, this is the formula. So first then we'll calculate the X bar. So the X bar is equal to sigma X divided by 5. See the sigma X. So here in the table, your sigma X, it is 75. So 75 divided by your sigma X is 75, your N it is 5. So that will apply here. So the X bar here that we are getting it is 15. So we have got the X bar. So now we need to know what is X minus X bar square. So we'll go back to the table. Now we'll do what is X minus X bar, that is X minus 15 is your X bar. So 16 minus 15, it is 1. 12 minus 15, it is minus 3. 18 minus 15, it is 3. 14 minus 15, it is minus 1. 15 minus 15, it is 0. So we have done X minus X bar. So now last step, we need to know what is X minus X bar square, or X minus X bar whole square. So that is 1 into 1, it is 1 minus 3 into minus 3, it is plus 9. Then 3 into 3, it is 9. Minus 1 into minus 1, it is plus 1. 0 into 0, it is 0. So now we got what is X minus X bar whole square. Now we'll do the total of this one. So 1 plus 9, it is 10. 19 plus 1, total it is 20. So your sigma X minus X bar square, it is 20. So this 20, we'll use it in the formula, that is to calculate the standard deviation. So here, your standard deviation for company B, that is your sigma X minus X bar whole square, it is, we have got 20. Then N it is number of years, it is 5. So 20 by 5, it is 4. If you take off the root of 4, so the standard deviation, it is 2. So your X minus X bar whole square, it is 20 divided by N, it is 5. The whole thing, we'll do the calculation. 20 divided by 5, it is 4. So root of 4, if you take off the root, the standard deviation, it is 2. So now we'll calculate the coefficient of variation for company B, that is standard deviation divided by arithmetic mean into 100. So the standard deviation we have got here, that is 2 divided by arithmetic mean, we have here that is 15 into 100. So 2 divided by 15 into 100, it is 13.33%. So this is for company B. So we have the CV of company A and company B. So the CV of A, it is 10.07. 10.07%. Company B, it is 13.33%. So by comparing these two, the question is asked here, it is which company has the highest risk profile. So by comparing these, company B has higher risk profile. Higher risk profile, that is 13.33, it is the highest risk profile of the company B. So we'll write the recommendation. The company B has higher risk profile as its coefficient of variation is more than that of company A. So which company has the highest coefficient of variation? That company will have the higher risk profile. So the overall, your standard deviation and coefficient of variation, it is mainly used to calculate the risk profile of any projects or if any company's investment project. So which company has the highest CV? So that will have the highest risk profile. So this is the question that we solved when we had only the X values. So in the next session, we'll calculate your standard deviations with P. When the probability is given, what is the standard deviations that we need to calculate. So that we will see it in the next session. So this is the important concept. In the same way, you might expect any kind of questions in the examinations. Here we have the ROI. Sometimes they will give it the cash flows. So sometimes they will give some other details, though that has to be considered as X. So the important factor that you need to see it is whether the probability is given here or not. When the probability is given, use the different formula to calculate the standard deviation. So this is all about your today's sessions, and I hope you all understood this calculation, and we all meet in the next session. Thank you.